Namaste everyone. Welcome for a short session of Yoga with Claire, today designed for your wrists. So get ready and join me on your mats in a comfortable seated position. Now, let's just take a moment to arrive on the mat. Maybe close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Just try to see if your belly goes out on the inhale and allow the breath to take space in your body. And the belly should go in on the exhale. You can place a hand on your belly to make yourself more aware of the breath, the movement of the breath. Very nice. Now, if you have your eyes closed, you can gently open them, and we'll be bringing the back of our hands together. So elbows sticking out, back of the hands together, and we'll be circling, rolling our hands together. So the idea is to keep the hands in touch with the base of the palm, the back, the sides, and just make nice little rotations there with your hands together. So you can play with the surfaces that are in touch. You can either be more at the bottom of your hand or more the knuckles, the fingers, and see how it feels for you right now. Be gentle, but try to stretch as much as you can do. And now let's switch sides, switch directions. Okay, very nice. And from here, extend your arms in front, making a fist. I will switch to the side so you can see better. And from here, bringing your fist up and exhale down. Inhale, fist up, and really try to go to the maximum of your sensations in this movement. Keep breathing. And don't forget, try to keep your belly slightly engaged and relax your shoulders. Yes, very nice. And now we'll be doing the same thing, but circling the fist. So circling in one direction, going to the maximum stretch and engagement that you can feel in your forearms. So this shouldn't be painful, but you should feel the muscles working. Very nice. And now let's go to the other direction and really try to go to the maximum of your sensations without any pain. So really try to be active. I can already feel my forearms really active. And if you have a tendency to hyperextension like mine, please keep your arms slightly bent. This will be better. Very nice. Okay. And from here, same thing. Keeping your arms really nicely in front of you, will be opening and closing quite quickly and with energy, like when you have water on your hands and you're trying to get rid of the water, then do this motion. We'll be doing it for a nice couple of breaths. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep really working on your forearms. You can watch your hands. Maybe smile even if this is quite a strong engagement. Let's do it a bit more. Relax the shoulders. And now release and just shake, 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 shake. You can also shake your upper body. Okay, really nice. And from here, bring your palms to the ground and extend the legs. We'll just come into this plank, but with walking the legs a little bit so we can stretch because we've been sitting for a little while. Okay, you should feel it in the forearms. Now bring your knees out and sit on your heels in Balasana, so child pose. And from here, forehead on the ground, relax the back, relax the shoulders and arms. Take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. Now look to the front of the mat and come onto your tip of the fingers. So extend a little bit and try to walk a little bit your hands. Try to walk further a little bit, and you can even lift your chest a little bit, and you should feel your belly, like the skin of your belly, go just a little bit forward. And walk, walk, walk. Try to keep that engagement, keeping the tip of your fingers strong on the ground. It's a nice stretch. Okay, very nice. Now release and come into tabletop position. And this time we'll be bringing the back of our hands onto the ground. So you can do it either one by one and rock from front to back a little bit if you have very sensitive hands today, or you can just walk your hands slightly closer to you and do them both at the same time. And from here, really stretching the wrists and the top of your forearms, having really nice extended fingers, keeping the spine neutral. Keep breathing here, and now switch, but simply by rotating the fingers inward. So we're still on the back of our hands, but the fingers are rotating inward. And from here, let's make little circles. So the hips and knees are putting this motion, bringing this motion. Very nice. Keep a nice neutral spine. And then relax. Bring your hands back onto the ground with the palm on the ground. Very nice. From here, tuck your toes, walk your hands slightly front, and bring your hips back and up in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Here you can stretch the legs a little bit, looking at your big toes, but don't try to look at your navel. This will round your back too much. Very nice. You can keep the knees bent, of course, walking in your down dog. And try to keep your arms and your upper arms rotated externally so that the distance in between your shoulder blades is widening. So you have a wide and nice long back. Very nice. Now from here, inhale, bring your knees to the ground and sit back on your heels. All right. Very nice. Now, another move that I like to do whenever I have a lot of tension build up and a lot of like muscle cramp and maybe some sensitive tendons as well, is that I like to take one hand front, one by one, and I am bending, so one arm front, sorry, and I bend my fingers looking to the ground, and just one finger by one finger, I like to just circle and then pull gently the finger in the direction of the ground. So I'm making that nice little circle and then pull a little bit. So you can grab the top, the middle, or the bottom part of your finger, just whatever feels the most comfortable, without straining too much, of course. Please be respectful of your body's boundaries. Circling, then pulling gently. You should feel the release in the wrists. So the bottom part of the forearm should really look down, and the finger should be straight, looking straight to the ground. And pull gently each finger. Nice. Then I like to grab all of my fingers together, maybe not the thumb, and just pull gently down. You should feel here a little bit of release. Very nice. Now let's do it onto the other side. So left arm straight, fingers pointing down, and from here taking one finger at a time, breathing, circling, then pulling gently. That's some self-massage to relax the tension buildup in the hand and wrists. Very nice. circle, circle, circle each finger and pull gently. I like to do like 2 or 3 tiny pulls. So I'm not doing one strong pull, but rather like some gentle ones. Creating some space in the joints. And very nice. Now release and bring your arms to the back. Interlace your fingers. And from here, roll the shoulders back. And stretch your arms, extending your arms in the direction of the ground. And looking up, so that's a nice stretch for the shoulders and the whole arms. I like also here to twist a little bit from left to right in a quite an intuitive motion. And please try to keep the fit of your palm, the foot of your palm, the sole of your palm, I'm not sure how to say, this bottom part together. If you have enough flexibility, you can really try to keep your hands close to each other. The spine is long and straight. Try to not to have the belly too much sticking out. And now release. And we'll be bringing our arms in a circle all the way to the front and like trying to hug ourselves. So it doesn't matter like how far you can go. The idea is really to try to hug and maybe touch your shoulder blade, all right? So one hand is trying to catch the opposite shoulder blade, okay? No matter if you're really grabbing the shoulder blade, like for example, I can feel my bone, or maybe you're just grabbing the shoulder. But just hug yourself, and one more time, let's do this little twist from side to side, and then bring the elbows up, look up, and then exhale, bring the elbows down to your belly and arch the, around the back. One more time, inhale up, elbows, knee, and nose and eyes looking up, and exhale round back. Now open and stretch your arms to the side. Really stretch to the side, a really nice long line. So if I'm showing you from the front, you can see that these are really long lines, like somebody is pulling me through my middle finger. And now exchange, so switch the interlacing of the arms. So if one arm was up, let's switch. Do the same thing, one side will maybe feel more easy for you. And let's do the same little twists. Keeping a nice long spine, maybe close your eyes. And then inhale, bring everything up, look up, arch the back. And exhale, try to touch your belly button with your elbows. Of course, this is maybe not possible, but that's the motion you're trying to do. Inhale up. And exhale, round back gently, still while grabbing your shoulder blades. Now inhale, come up and relax in. You can rotate a little bit your arms, shake. And we'll be just changing our position, sitting position. So come onto your butts, maybe remove the flesh from your buttocks, have some really nice long legs, and we'll be just pressing our hands into Dandasana. So Dandasana is the stick pose, like a wooden stick. So you have a really nice spine, really long and active legs against the ground, and your palms are just next to your hips. And you have some really nice long arms pressing onto the ground, and your chin is close to your chest so that you have a nice long neck in the line of the spine. And let's take a deep breath here. Now inhale, arms up, look up, and let's bend forward into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So you can either grab your thumbs with your two middle and index fingers. And always remember that in forward fold, it's the belly that goes first, and then the diaphragm, and eventually the sternum. Look at your big toes, keep your legs active as if you were trying to push the floor. and elbows to the side. Keeping a nice, slow and steady breath. And gently release and come back up. Very nice. Now, find your way back to tabletop position. And from here, we'll be doing a strengthening exercise for your wrist. So if your wrists feel fine and your hands feel fine, find a nice tabletop position, and then we'll be coming onto, well, we'll be actually simply lifting the bottom part close to our wrist and coming onto the knuckle layer here, so that we're just lifting half of our hand and bringing a little bit of weight, but not too much. So please adjust, like if you're coming forward a little bit more, that will be a lot more strain and a lot more difficult to lift. So no need to go that far. Just lift a little bit, add a little bit of weight, keeping the fingers really long extended on the ground, and you should quickly feel that the whole hand is working, right? Like the top of my hand, for example, of my right hand is very sensitive at the moment, and I can already feel it work. So keep a nice breathing pattern, and don't forget to not overextend your elbows. Once again, that is most of the time causing the wrist pain, coming from this overextension of the elbows. If that's more comfortable, you can also tuck the toes, sit back on your toes, and do a very gentle version if your wrists are very sensitive or starting to be tired. Okay, so that's a really nice stretch for the fingers as well. Now let's stay here and hold a little bit, and bringing a little bit more weight to the front so that we're really stretching the fingers. And you can also make some little movement from side to side, see how it feels, keeping long fingers, and really try to press your fingers in the ground like you are trying to, grab your mat. Grab the mat. And then relax, sit back, and shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Very nice. Now from here, come back to tabletop, and then lift your hips up in a very short down dog, and then slowly walk to the front of the mat. So your feet are coming next to your hands. Okay, and from here, let's slide our hands so the back of the hand is against the mat, and the soles of your feet and of your hands are together. Very nice. So by doing by bringing some of your weight onto your palm, and at the same time we'll be extending the spine, so Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhaling, keeping the elbows to the sides and pulling ourselves back. We're at the same time making a very nice long back, stretching the legs, the back, but also putting some pressure with our feet. Your toes should touch the start of your wrists. So you're not only walking on your fingers, but like really all the way to the wrists. And this little compression with your own body weight will really release the wrist. So the idea is that you're kind of pulling, your elbows are kind of pulling, and since you're compressing the hand, you're really bringing some relaxation and self-massage. Take another long breath, slow inhale, and exhale, elbows to the side, bend a little bit more. And now inhale, bring your back to 90 degrees, coming back to a half forward fold, and release your hands. Very nice. You can walk the legs a little bit, and then very gently bend the knees, bend as much as possible, and roll the spine up. And then let's make 3 nice rolls back, and then 3 nice rolls of the shoulders to the front. Very nice. Now relax and come into Tadasana, feet together at the front of the mat. So make sure that your feet are together or slightly apart. Your pelvis is not arching. So posterior tilt, making a really nice strong spine. Relaxing the shoulders and neck. Your chin is parallel to the ground and you're looking in front of you. Now inhale, arms up through the sides, all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, look up to your fingertips. And then exhale, Uttanasana, bend forward from the hips. So you're really bending from the hips, the belly is trying to go touch your thighs. And exhale all the way down. The top, the crown of your head is looking at your mat. And now inhale, open the feet to the sides and come in Malasana. Very nice. Malasana yogic squat. You can of course keep your heels slightly up and press through your elbows against the inside of your knees. And here I like to do a little bit of a motion as well. So opening a little bit my knees, my foot is opening a little bit. I'm looking to the side and then the other side. Keeping a nice long spine. And then on the next exhale, bring yourself back to center and hips are going down. And in the same motion, go all the way back and bring your knees to the chest. You can wrap your knees with your arms and come into a nice, gentle motion, rocking motion. Gentle back massage. You can close your eyes here. And on the next exhale, release your feet on your mat. Release everything. And extend your legs out, slightly apart. Arms to the ground as well. And let's come into Shavasana. Arms open to the sides. Palm facing up and relax everything. Taking some nice slow breath. Keeping your eyes closed. And integrating all the movements that we've been doing for our wrist, hands, forearms. Bring your attention to every part of your body and release any tension. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you wish. And if you'd like to close the practice, bring some tiny movements in your fingers, toes. Maybe stretch the arms back and legs like a cat stretching after a long nap. And bringing your knees back to your chest. Then roll to one side. Keeping your eyes closed. And whenever you're ready, push with one arm back to sitting position on the mat. Very nice. Keeping a peaceful state of mind and presence. I invite you to take a moment in this seated position just to observe your sensations. How do your hands and wrists and arms feel now? Inhale, take a deep inhale through the nose. Extend your spine a little bit more to the sky. And exhale gently. Notice any sensation, ease, release, tension maybe. And I invite you to join your hands and just feel gratitude for this practice and for any release. Namaste. Thank you, dear yogis. I hope you enjoyed this short practice, and I hope that your wrists could benefit. Don't hesitate to do this every day if you have any pain, and let me know how it goes and feels for you. Thank you so much.